King Frederick VIII of Denmark was born at the Yellow Palace in Copenhagen on the 3rd of June 1843. His parents were Christian IX of Denmark and Louise of Hesse-Kassel. He was the eldest of 6. When he was just 10 years old, his father became heir presumptive to the Danish throne, and Frederik and his siblings became princes and princesses of Denmark. They had been born with the surname Schleswig-Holstein-Sonderburg-Glücksburg. Frederik grew up in the Yellow Palace and then moved into Bernstorff Palace. Frederik began his military training in 1860 and then studied at Oxford University, studying political science. He returned to Denmark in November 1863 when his father succeeded to the Danish throne. From then on, Frederik was known as the Crown Prince of Denmark until his ascension to the throne. Frederik served as a lieutenant during the Second Schleswig War against Prussia and Austria. Later, he became Inspector General of the Danish Army and was a leading member of the Danish Masonic Order. He was given a seat on the State Council and assisted his father in the duties of government. His mother Louise wished for all her children to marry well. Initially, Louise had wanted Frederik to marry either Princess Helena, Princess Louise of the United Kingdom, 2 daughters of Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria, however, was opposed to this, as she didn't want any more of her daughters to marry foreign heirs and leave England. In July 1868, Frederik became engaged to Princess Louise of Sweden. The marriage was to help improve relations between Denmark and Sweden, which had grown tense during the Second Schleswig War. They were married on the 28th of July 1869 and resided in Amalienborg Palace during the winter and Charlottenlund Palace during the summer. Louise was popular with the Danish people, but experienced hostility from the Danish royal family. Frederik and Louise had 8 children: Christian, Karl, Louise, Harald, Ingeborg, Thora, Gustav and Dagmar. Frederik remained Crown Prince of Denmark until 1906. His father passed away and Frederik became the king as King Frederick VIII of Denmark. Frederik was a liberal ruler who supported the parliamentary system that was introduced in 1901. Frederik reigned for 6 years and was plagued by ill health during his reign. On the 13th of May 1912, Frederik made a stopover in Hamburg after returning from a trip to Nice. He signed into the Hamburger Hof Hotel under the pseudonym of Count Kronborg. The following evening, he left the hotel for an evening stroll. He did not return to the hotel, and the next day a search was conducted. His body was found on a park bench, and he was pronounced dead. His body was brought to a morgue, where it was confirmed that the king had died of a heart attack. On the 16th of May 1912, his body was placed on a special train to the Kingdom of Prussia, before being loaded onto the royal yacht and brought back to Denmark. He was buried in Glücksburger Chapel. His wife, Queen Louise, passed away at the age of 74 on the 20th of March 1926 and was buried beside Frederik.